management accounting. Now, when it comes to management accounting, this is an interesting paper. It is one of the papers with the lowest pass rate. Generally, one of the papers with the lowest pass rate. Now, it is not because the paper is difficult, it is because of the way the subject is structured. And so stay with me because I'm going to give you a breakdown of what you need to look out for in the exam hall, how the syllabus is structured, and most importantly, how you can study to optimize your chances of passing the management accounting examination as you head into the exam. The first thing we need to look at is the examination. What should we expect in the exam hall when it comes to management accounting? What is it that the examiner is going to be getting excited on when it comes to management accounting? Generally, as with other papers, we're going to be having a written or comments, or if you want, theory questions. And then we also going to be having some calculation, or if you want, computational questions. And so certainly we'll have some written comments and then some calculation and computational questions. Let me show you what happened in March 2025. So in March 2025, this is the question paper for the management accounting examination. Just break it down so that you understand what is happening. Then we'll come back to it and then refer you to it to see what exactly you have to look out for. So question 1, as always, was on performance measurement. So 20 marks, and the examiner wanted students to use financial performance, competitiveness, internal efficiency, and external efficiency to evaluate the performance of the organization. In that case, so this is like relying on the Fitzgerald and Moon building block, but you are bringing together a lot of concepts in there for 20 marks. So you are using the information to analyze and discuss the performance of the organization. So technically here, you're not going to be doing any calculation. You are going to be writing, because you are writing an analysis. And so it means that written part, because you are writing an analysis and doing a discussion, that's 20 marks there. You're not doing any calculation in this case, just writing an analysis there. But I'm not too much excited about that question 1 area, because it could be written and calculation. In the March 2025 examination, it was purely written question when it comes to that question 1 area, performance measurement. But let's go to question 2. Question 2, the examiner got excited and asked students to explain 8 stages involved in the budgeting process in a manufacturing organization. That's 10 marks. Now, I want you to keep that in mind very well. B aspect was to identify 5 criticisms of budgeting. That's also 5 marks. Then the C aspect of that question said, explain 4 limitations of the efficient implementation of lean production. That's also 5 marks. And so that whole question 2 area is 20 marks. Theory, 20 marks. Hold on. Question 3 was for variance analysis. And then there is an ethics question, or 5-mark question here. I mean, I have to 10 the scripts, but I wouldn't 10. So what are the circumstances under which benchmarking can be effective model for evaluating the performance? So that's 5 marks. Now remember, we had 20 from question 2. Okay. So question 2 gave us 20. Then question 3 is giving us 5 plus ethics, making 10. Sorry, not ethics. Discuss with example 4 categories of environmental cost. That's 10 marks. So question 3 is giving us 15 marks on theory. Please stay with me carefully, because structure of the question is important. You need to understand the structure of the questions so you know what to expect in the exam, and most importantly, how you're going to position yourself as you study mentally and what you would do when you get to the exam hall. Then we go to question 4. Question 4 also had the A aspect talking about project appraisal in the public sector using benefit to cost ratio in that case. But the B aspect is what we are interested in. Explain the 3 E's of public management accounts. Okay, 3 marks. The application of controllability principle, identify the cost center, who is responsible for the adverse, 5 marks. So another theory here, 8 marks coming from question 4. So Q4, 8 marks. Then we go to the last part of the exam, that's question 5. The A aspect of question 5 was about a short-term decision, 8 marks here. Then there is a 4 marks here, and then that's it. So question 5 gave us 4 marks on the theory here. And so if you add it together, in the March 2025 examination, the theory questions were what? 20 plus 15, 35, plus 12 will be 47. So 47 marks of the question were theory. Now, if I should add the question 1, which was purely analyzing, because we are analyzing the performance of the entity. So you are not doing any calculation, you are writing. So if I should add that to it, then you realize that writing alone is giving 67 marks. 67. You are not doing any calculation, you are just writing. Then the ones that will require you to do any calculation, 33%. And that is the first thing you must understand when it comes to the management accounting examination in the ICAG exam. Now, it does not mean every time it's going to be like this, but that is what I want you to understand. That in the exam hall, when it comes to management accounting, we are going to have written, comment, or theory questions. Then we also going to be having some calculation or computational questions. That's what you need to understand. So last semester, minimum 47. If I should add a question 1 to it, then it will make it 67. And that is how the examiner is going to be dancing. It depends on the examiner's option or what he wants to do. Sometimes we may have 35, 65. Sometimes you may have 28 or 30, 70. But what you must understand is that in every management accounting examination, we're going to be having theory. Why? Because there are a lot of written aspects in management accounting. Under each of the topics, there are a lot of theories there. So as you are doing the calculation, you should be doing the theories alongside. As you are doing the calculation, you are doing the theories alongside. But that is the first thing you must understand, the structure of the exam. Why is this important? This is important because it then sets you up to let you understand that when you are learning management accounting, it's not just about the calculations. It's not just about punching. It's not just about solving questions, but equally about reading and learning to write out your answers. That's very important, because if we don't know what the examiner is going to be doing to us in the exam hall and how we have to study to be prepared for it, then we are not going to be in the position to pass the examination. That's the first thing we must understand, the structure of the exam.